Hi, and welcome to Morning Coffee with Kazan Academy. I'm Deanna, and today I want to talk to you about a free resource online that is absolutely incredible because it has so much that you can get for free, and it is the book illustration database. Now, these are going to be book illustrations that are in the public domain, so almost 100 years old. So we're talking about classics, and there is so much that you can do. Now on this database, and we'll put a link to it in the description below, you can search by theme or subject matter, you can search by title, you can search by illustrator or author, and there's just so much on here and these wonderful illustrations. So great, what can you do? Well, there are a lot of things you can do. For me personally, I could just go through these and look at them for hours. I could get lost searching for different illustrators or different authors and just go down these rabbit holes. In the day and age that we live in with Kindles or, mass market paperbacks, we don't really think about book illustrations like they once were. The Victorian era, the end of the 1800s, was probably the height of book illustration. You had illustrators that were sought after and could make a very good living drawing for these books for these publishing houses. And so you have artists like Gustave Doré, who illustrated Dante's Inferno. He illustrated the Bible, and he was very popular, and the publishers knew this. Arthur Rackham in the early 20th century was another very popular illustrator. Tasha Tudor is another one, Kate Greenaway. And so you can search this database for all of these illustrations. Now you can also do this and have some fun activities for your kids. One of them is that you can download these illustrations and you can either use tracing paper over them and have the kids trace and then color the illustrations themselves, sort of like a coloring book based on these fantastic, amazing end of the 19th century into the early 20th century drawings. So you can also do crafting projects. You can do paper crafting. You can make collages. You can have your kids make cards, greeting cards. Mother's Day is coming up. And so there's just wonderful things you can do with downloading these, printing them out, and then having your kids get creative. If you have iron-on, laser printing iron-on, then you can make t-shirts with some of these. Now they're public domain, so it's okay if you're wearing one on your t-shirt. You can also create a wish board, and this is a board that you create on poster board, and you can print out some of these images, cut them out, and put them on this board showing things that you want to work towards or goals that you want to set. This is great to work with your kids so they have a visual representation of the goals. So if you don't have magazines to cut out, this could be a really fun activity. Searching for things, coming up with some ideas, and then finding the perfect illustration to represent that. Another thing you can do if you have a little bit older kids who enjoy doing research is that you can assign them to do a cultural evaluation using book illustrations. So think of Geoffrey Chaucer or Shakespeare and how many times these works have been published over the years. Now the illustrators are going to be drawing illustrations, and they're going to vary because art is usually a representation of the culture around it. And so you can have them look at the different time periods and what the illustrations look like, write up a little essay about how the interpretation of Shakespeare has changed over time. These are only a few things that you can do with this book illustration database. We'll put a link to it in the description below along with our other social media. Well, I'm off to go find some book illustrations myself. We use those in our curriculum for middle school and high school when we're building out some of the activities. If you're enjoying our videos, please like them, share with your friends and family, hit that notification bell. We have links to our other social media in the description below. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.